Today, we're diving into the fascinating mechanics of why these models are fundamentally trapped in the sequential loop and why generating text all at once remains one of the hardest problems in computer science.
You literally see this sequential generation every day. But we really need to ask, why doesn't the AI just compute the entire paragraph and dump the whole answer on us instantly?
All right, let's jump right into constraint number 1, the causality constraint, otherwise known as the no cheating principle. This is really all about the strict arrow of time. Causal language modeling relies on one massive rule. The model is given the first n tokens and tasked with predicting token n plus 1, with absolutely zero peeking into the future allowed. And honestly, there's a brilliant reason for this. During training, hiding future tokens forces the neural network to learn actual deep linguistic relationships rather than just memorizing a static string of text. But this creates a hard limit during generation. Think about it. If a model tried to generate multiple tokens at once, token 2 would need to know what token 3 is to make grammatical sense, but token 3 doesn't exist yet. So it needs token 4 to figure out token 3? You end up in a catastrophic, impossible, infinite regress.
And if we actually try to force the model to abandon sequence and predict everything at the exact same time, a method called non-autoregressive generation, you get an absolute mess. Prompt it with something as simple as the capital of France is, and it spits out unhinged gibberish like Paris is France the. Because the tokens are entirely blind to decisions made by the other tokens, you completely lose all sequential coherence. The model is essentially just guessing in a vacuum.
Which brings us to our second constraint. We're moving from the logic of time into some truly mind-bending math, the combinatorial explosion. Picture a standard large language model. It's got a typical vocabulary size of about 50,000 tokens. Generate just one word, easy, 50,000 choices. But if it tries to generate just 2 words simultaneously, boom, that becomes 2.5 billion possible combinations. By the time you ask the model to generate a totally standard 100-word paragraph all at once, the number of possibilities doesn't just get big, it absolutely breaks reality. The total number of sequences would have 470 zeros.
Seriously, just let that sink in for a second. 50,000 to the power of 100. That number is vastly, and I mean vastly larger than the total number of atoms in the observable universe. This isn't just a let's wait a few years for a faster chip kind of problem. It fundamentally breaks the laws of thermodynamics to compute joint probabilities across a space that vast. No computer that could ever theoretically exist in our universe can calculate probabilities over that kind of space at the same time. It is simply, fundamentally, combinatorially impossible.
So, how does the model actually survive this mathematical nightmare? Well, it essentially puts blinders on. By spitting out the cat sat on the mat step by step, the model takes an impossible universal calculation and turns it into a cheap, repeatable guess. At step 1, it chooses the single best next word out of 50,000. Step 2, it looks at that first word and again just chooses out of 50,000. It elegantly sidesteps the need to calculate all future tokens simultaneously, and instead just computes the conditional probability for the very next token. Just one simple 1 in 50,000 choice, repeated sequentially.
Okay, constraint number 3. Let's move out of theoretical math and dive into the physical silicon hardware constraints.
Almost all modern LLMs run on the transformer architecture, and man, does it put an immense physical stress on our GPUs. Processing a token requires attending to every single previous token. Now, when generating sequentially, the model is actually highly efficient because of a brilliant trick called the KV cache. It caches and reuses previous states, so it doesn't recalculate everything from scratch. But even with that trick, the attention mechanism already costs a massive order of n squared in time and memory. If we tried doing this in parallel, we'd lose that caching entirely. The cost would exponentially blow up to an impossible order of n times k all squared. It wouldn't just be a bit slow. It would literally exhaust the VRAM of any screaming high-end graphics card in a split second. The hardware just can't handle it.
Constraint number 4 shifts gears a bit. Human communication and mirroring our own cognitive reality. Because at the end of the day, LLMs are trained on human data. Think about it. When you speak or write, you don't map out every single word in your head before you open your mouth, right? You say word 1, then word 2 based on word 1. One token at a time is a faithful, actively rewarded replication of how human language is actually produced. This is exactly why prompting techniques like chain of thought, where you tell the AI to think step by step, are wildly effective. We are literally exploiting this sequential constraint. The model uses the sequential output tokens as a cognitive scratchpad, mapping out logic exactly the way a human forms a thought on the fly.